Hey guys, I have another movie review for you guys. And this movie, Bali Bali, the beginning, and Bali Bali, the conclusion, was requested by me by two people, count them, two people. Chirag Sonani and Lokesh Amara. So Chirag and Lokesh, sorry if I butchered your names, but they had requested that I watch and review Bali Bali, the beginning and the conclusion, and that these movies were directed by the same director as Iga the Fly and RRR. Now, this movie was insane. Talk about a 5-hour runtime, like back to back, you know. This was an epic tale. Kind of intense. But then again, it went well with it because Bali Bali is like the Hercules of the Hercules and the Samson of this story. um, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's kind of hard to explain because it's such an epic tale. It kind of deals with the mythology. It was exaggerated because it dealt more with the mythology. So, but it's also like the heroic and human kind of part of it. It's where do I start? There was so many cool scenes. Don't get me wrong. And it went well with the story. I mean, the first one is like how Bali Bali came to be, and then the second half was more of like the son of Bali Bali, Shiva. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It was a lot. So it was like the son, and he has civil rivalry and things like that. But there was like a lot of cool scenes, like the beginning part of Bali Bali, his mother hoisting up, praying to the Lord Shiva, this baby lives, this baby lives. And he gets saved by the tribe, and all the tribe's like, no, don't do it, send him back, but, the woman says, oh, no, I'm going to adopt him, I'm going to take care of him. And he gets older, and he's mischievous, and he always tries to climb up the mountain because he wants to know what's up the mountain. He fails each time, but he improves each time. And then when he lifts up the ligam, I think that was called, that was a shrine for Lord Shiva. I think that I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I said it right. But he takes it up and he puts it at the foot of the mountain, and everyone's just like, that's kind of cool because for some odd reason I got like a Samson kind of vibe, and Samson is a biblical character from the Bible. Samson, he was the strongest man, God gave him strength. Which it kind of reminded me of that because it was just like, now I'm not trying to put Christianity and Hindi beliefs together. I'm just giving you an example of what it reminded me of. That was an example. I thought that was neat. And then also the scene with the statue. That scene itself is a huge, huge testament because everyone sees Volleyball and they're like, Volleyball, and they're pulling the statue and everything, and everyone's chanting his name. It goes to show that your actions, whether good or bad, it echoes through an eternity. So there's that scene, which I thought was pretty cool because it was a testament towards that scene, good or bad, it echoes. And they're chanting his name, and people are like, whoa, what's going on, Oh my God. There's so many epic scenes. I can't even In part two, the epic scene that really got me was like the flying army. And the last fight scene, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Would I watch it again? Yes. But for my first take, it's like, I mean, there's so much happening and it's exaggerated because it's an epic tale. It's an epic Indian tale. It's insane. It was insane. It was insane. And yes, it was exaggerated because that's the thing about movies. Even in the scenes with the fight sequences, there were soldiers that were disabled, yet they looked heroic. Talk about the Trojan, the soldiers of the Trojan army. Oh my god, like it's kind of hard to describe. It really is hard to describe, but there's a lot of scenes that really emphasize who volleyball is and who the Suns are and the reasons why they are the way they are. It doesn't take away. It really adds the necessity towards why they are the way they are. Why was that scene executed the way it was? He's showing his strength. Why was that fight scene, executed the way it was? Because you're showing the conflict, the testament of that scene, why it's happening, what caused it, the human side of it, also the heroic side, It's exaggerated, but there is a necessary to it, a necessity to it. I don't hate it. It's just, how can I say? It is an insane tale. It's insane. It's insane. And it's epic. I don't know. Well, I understand why, like I said, I understand why they exaggerated it, because they kind of had to. When you have Hercules, a demigod, you kind of have to exaggerate everything because he is a demigod. So, volleyball, is like the Hercules of the story, the Samson of the story. So, of course, his strength is going to be exaggerated. Of course, everything's going to be exaggerated. Like I said, it's kind of hard to put into words what I watched because it's like so much stuff happened, and yes, epic scenes happen. That, oh, cool, that was awesome. What? Say what? That was pretty cool. I love the colors, very vibrant colors, and it takes place during medieval India, which is something you don't see. I mean, I'm so used to seeing like the medieval times of Europe. I never got to see the medieval times of India. I may have seen the medieval times of China and Japan and possibly Africa, but never India. So this was a new thing to me, for me. I'm speechless. I guess that's all I can say. I'm speechless. I can't really. There's so much happening, and yet I am speechless. If you are into epic tales, this is one for you. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I kind of have mixed signals of it. But then again, there are so many things that were good about the story. From the execution, the story itself, how it is an epic tale. It is as epic, but not as exaggerated as the movie Troy. Of course, I know you can't, especially the scale that this volleyball is, you can't compare it to Troy. But then again, Troy went more for the human side of the Trojan War. This is this is going to be an epic tale. We're going to step it up a notch. We're going to exaggerate it. And yes, but the exaggeration worked because of the story. It wasn't like they were putting so much into it. So would I watch it again? Yes. The only thing that got me was the runtime. And I understand if you can sit through Infinity Wars and Endgame, you can sit through these two movies. So like, talk about it was a 5 hour runtime. Like, watch these movies in a row, 5 hour runtime. 5 hour runtime. Yeah, I think that's the only issue that I had was like the runtime. You know, I will like my criticism is the runtime, and although I understand why they were putting so much into it, I don't think they should have put so much into it. But I understand because it's an epic tale. When you're doing an epic tale, you kind of have to put so much into it to make that scene intense. Especially when you have a character with godlike strength, like superhuman strength, and you kind of have to exaggerate everything. Like, godlike strength, you have to exaggerate it. I mean, it's like Immortals and Wrath of the Titans. You kind of have to exaggerate. So Volleyball is that exaggerated yet epic tale. So, wasn't a fan of the runtime. Wasn't a fan of, I understand why. I just don't like how they were putting so much all in one time. But it's understandable, My only criticism was the runtime. But overall, it was a good tale. I mean, it's all like determination. He goes, I'm going to get better. That's what to me was like the human side, to be better, room for improvement. Yeah, there were times where I felt like he was cocky. But then again, he sort of became the hero that you're supposed to be. But volleyball is, in my opinion, the Hercules of Indian film. Of course, a lot of people would disagree with me, but that's fine by me. That's fine. I don't care. But Chirag and Lokesh, thank you for your suggestion. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this. But overall, thank you. I didn't hate watching it. There was some scenes that I did enjoy, and like, oh, cool, that's all. What, mind blown and things like that. But I have mixed reactions. That's just me. But like I said, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Was it something to watch? Yes. Was it something different? Yes. Would I watch it again? Maybe. I mean, I would watch it again to try to like soak it up again once more, understand it fully. But so far, it was, you have a dude that's a godlike strength, and then in the conclusion, the conclusion served as a prequel sequel. It did what the Huntsman Winter's War did, which was a prequel sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman. But you're learning, like, talk about a huge flashback. I don't think the flashback was necessary. I understand why they did it. I don't feel it's necessary, but I understand why they did it. Yeah. But like I said, that's the thing about the second one. I don't think that they should have put as long as a flashback as they did. But that's just me. The flashback as they did, I mean, I understand that you have to go by how the legacy was passed on. Why are these brothers, why is there such a violent, so like sibling rivalry? The fight scene, the near end fight scene was pretty neat. It was intense, but it was cool. But I don't know. If you guys want to watch this movie, Volleyball, go and watch it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm speechless. It's kind of hard to explain it when you had everything just bounce right into you. But that's my review. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. I'm kind of mixed. I have a mixed review on it, But if you guys want to watch this movie, go ahead, watch it. If you don't, you don't. Me, like I said, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. I didn't love it. I didn't like, oh my God. I didn't love it. But I did like it. Would I watch it again? Maybe not, but it was something to watch. It was something to watch, so I appreciate you guys. I Oh my god, Chirag and Lokesh, sorry. Thank you so much, you two. I appreciate it. It was something to watch. I'll say that. It was something to watch. So, you guys be safe out there, okay? Bye.